If you tried to make up a story about the strangest alliance in modern American politics, you probably could not top the actual, real, documented alliance that Mother Jones just spent 10,000 words reporting on. A cluster of Silicon Valley tech billionaires, Peter Thiel, Catherine Boyle at Andreessen Horowitz, Trey Stevens at the Founders Fund, all of them are now actively, openly, and expensively working to convince American Christians that artificial intelligence, AI, is in some form God, or God adjacent, or God sanctioned somehow, or at a minimum, not something Christians should try to slow down. And man, this Mother Jones piece is a jaw dropper. And after this video, go read it. We'll have the link in the description. But let me give you the short version. Because there is a growing movement of Christian conservative thought leaders, funded by Silicon Valley money, who are arguing that AI is the next great human achievement, that slowing it down or regulating it is, quote, faithless, unquote, and that Christians have a religious obligation to embrace it. And they're pairing this with a Christian nationalist political project. It is, if you squint, it's the most successful religious marketing campaign since they figured out how to put a cross on a Jeep or around a demonic press secretary's neck. And who's behind this? Again, it's Peter Thiel, the guy bankrolling a lot of this. He's also the guy who bankrolled J.D. Vance's Senate run. Catherine Boyle, Andreessen Horowitz's American Dynamism Fund, whatever that is, invests in defense tech and surveillance tech pointed at the federal government. Trey Stevens, Founders Fund, which invests Andreessen, which is essentially a privatized war machine of the Pentagon. They're not random people. These are the people that are building an AI surveillance and AI weapons infrastructure. And now they are pitching to Christian Americans, don't worry about AI. God wants it. And actually, if you really love your country and your faith, you'll stop those that are trying to slow it down. Because a China that beats us on AI is a godless China. So unleash the chatbots. Praise be. And the move is obvious if you know this playbook. You can't sell military-grade surveillance AI directly to the American people. They won't buy it. We're skeptical of it because we have questions. Questions like, should a private company know everything about me and everyone I know? Should a computer decide if I'm a threat, like a girls' school in Iran? Should a machine have veto power over human decisions? Those are the questions Americans should ask. But if you can get American Christians to buy in, evangelicals, white Christian nationalists, the politically engaged conservative base, then you have a 100 million person constituency that will fight regulators on your behalf, and they will take it on faith. They don't need facts. They don't need you to answer the questions because God wills it. You have ready-made political cover. You have congressional Republicans who will block AI safety bills on religious grounds because you have a religious framing that means anyone who questions this stuff is now godless. This is a snake eating its own tail and then submitting an invoice for the meat to the Treasury. Because these same companies, Anduril, Palantir, Andreessen Horowitz, their defense portfolio, they get enormous federal contracts. So the Christian right, they argue God wants more AI. The AI companies sell more surveillance. The federal government buys as much as they can buy, and you and I, the taxpayers, fund it. The Christian right, they vote for the politicians who made it happen. The politicians, they get campaign cash from these AI companies. Round and round she goes. And I want to be clear here. There's some stuff that I'm saying and not saying. Peter Thiel has every right to spend his money. Tech companies have every right to lobby. Christians have every right to believe that AI is a gift from God if that's what they feel. Hell, they can declare AI their God. But what is new here? And the reporting from Mother Jones, what they document in detail, is the coordination. It's funded, it's staffed, it's professional, and it is a full-scale political operation to remove skepticism about AI from one of the two major political coalitions in the United States before regulators have a chance to catch up. And what are Christians in America getting in exchange for this? for lending their faith, their institutions, and their political weight to this? I don't know. Let's think. Well, they get more surveillance, more automated decision-making about their lives. We already know that they just trust stuff. They get more military spending, more of their churches being used as a recruitment ground for political projects that ultimately only benefit 4 guys in Palo Alto and an orange turd in the White House. And forgive me for some mild heresy here, because I say this as a former Republican who grew up in a fairly devout household. If Jesus came back tomorrow, I don't think his first agenda item would be, hey, let's optimize the surveillance AI procurement pipeline for the Department of Defense. I just don't think that's the type of guy he is. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to the debate. And if you want to debate me, or if you want to side with me, leave me a comment right down there below. Because when you comment, it helps keep independent media like us alive.